Good evening, students. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time I've posted any video. Sorry for the delay in posting. I was not keeping well, students. Today I feel little better, and that is why I'm here to post the video on elasticity of demand. It's been a long break of maybe 2 weeks, more or less 2 weeks. So today we'll be starting with the concept of elasticity of demand. Now, what is elasticity of demand? We have completed the chapter of demand, right? So in demand we studied that as price increases, demand decreases. As price decreases, demand increases. Okay, so there is an inverse relationship between price and demand. Now, in the topic of elasticity of demand, what are we studying? In elasticity of demand, basically it is a concept which tells us what is the response of demand, what is the reaction of demand in relation to its determinants. Okay, so the definition of elasticity of demand goes like this, that it is the responsiveness of quantity demanded of a commodity due to the change in any of its determinants. Now we have all studied about the determinants of demand. Okay, there are many determinants like population, we've got income, we've got price, we've got price of other related commodities, we've got distribution of income. So now, what is the reaction of demand or quantity demanded of a commodity, or how does demand respond to changes in any of its determinants? It could be price, it could be income. Okay, it could be price of any related good. Okay, so there are various factors. So we are mostly focusing on these three factors: price, income, and price of related goods in elasticity of demand. So basically, in elasticity, we are going to study that what will be the reaction of demand, or how will demand respond to change in price, change in income, or change in price of other related good. It could be a substitute good, it could be a complementary good. Yeah. So now, this is what is the definition of elasticity. Now, many students get confused with types of elasticity. Now, basically, there are three types of elasticity of demand. First type is price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand. What do we study in price elasticity of demand? In price elasticity of demand, we are basically studying about the reaction or about the response of quantity demanded in relation to the changes in price of a commodity. Okay, so it shows change in demand in relation to change in price. Okay, when the price of a commodity change, how the demand changes. Okay, whether the demand changes in a very wide way, or whether the demand changes in a slight manner, or it changes in an equal way, that if there is a change in price by say 10%, there is a change in demand by 10%. Okay, so basically, in price elasticity of demand, we are going to study about the reaction of demand, okay, in response to the change in price of a commodity. Okay, with changes in price, what are the changes in demand? That we are going to study in price elasticity. Next, there is another topic. Now, price elasticity, basically we denote it by PE. Okay, what is the symbol for price elasticity? PE. PE is equal to, the formula is percentage change in QD, that is quantity demanded, by percentage change in price. Okay, what is QD? QD, remember, QD is quantity demanded for a commodity. Okay, quantity demanded for a commodity. So we are in price elasticity, we are basically going to uh, find out the ratio between what is the change in quantity demanded divided by what is the change in price. Okay, so now what is percentage change in quantity demanded? It is delta Q by Q. What is delta Q? Delta Q is change in quantity. You could write QD also. Change in quantity demanded, and QD is the original quantity demanded, by delta P by P. Okay, that is change in price of the commodity, and P is the original price of the commodity. So can we write it in this way? Delta QD by QD P by delta P, or we could also write it here, delta QD by delta P into P by Q. So this is your formula to calculate uh, price elasticity of demand. Okay, what is the formula to calculate price elasticity of demand? That is delta QD by delta P into P by Q. Now what is the meaning of delta QD? Okay, just writing it here, just here, putting a star mark here. Now QD is change in quantity demanded of the commodity. Okay, change in quantity demanded of the commodity. Delta P, sorry, delta QD is change in quantity demanded. Delta P is change in price of the commodity. Change in price of the commodity. Then P is your original price. In many textbook it is also written as initial price. So both are the same. Original price of the commodity, and Q is original quantity demanded. Original quantity demanded of the commodity. Okay, so you have to remember these terms. What is QD? What is delta QD? What is delta P? What is P? What is Q? Okay, so basically price elasticity of demand gives us a percentage change of in quantity demanded for a commodity divided by percentage change in price of the commodity. Okay. Okay, so the formula for price elasticity of demand, I hope it's clear to you. It shows us the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. Now coming to the second type of elasticity of demand. So, income elasticity of demand. Just like price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand is a concept which shows us the responsiveness of demand. That is, it shows the change of demand, the reaction of demand when the income of a person changes. Okay, when income of a person changes, the demand also changes. We all know that. Okay, and there is a positive relationship between income and demand. We have studied the law of demand. But to what extent does it change, how it changes, that will be denoted by elasticity, concept of income elasticity of demand. Okay, so income elasticity of demand basically shows us the change in demand when the income of a person changes. Okay, what will be the formula? Formula of income elasticity would be income is denoted by Y, okay. So YE, okay, income elasticity is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded, that is QD, divided by the percentage change in income, okay. We are not breaking up this formula because it's not very much important for the syllabus. So we are just studying then what is the formula for income elasticity of demand. It is denoted as YE, that is Y is denoted as income, okay, and E is denoted as elasticity, okay. Income elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded for a commodity upon the percentage change in income, okay. So how the changes in income impacts the demand of a commodity. I'll just break this formula. Uh, though it's not there much in the syllabus, but still I'll just show you. Percentage change in quantity demanded, that is delta QD by Q divided by delta Y by Y. Okay, so how do we write this? Delta QD by Q, and then when the division turns into multiplication, this goes up, Y by delta Y, that is delta QD by delta Y into Y by Q. Okay, so what is the connotation of these terms? The QD we already know, it is change in quantity demanded. Okay, what is delta Y? Delta Y is basically change in income. Yes or no? Then P is original. We'll not write P here. We'll write Y. Y is original income. Okay. Y is original income, and what is Q? Sorry, yeah. Q is original quantity demanded. Okay. So all these remains the same. So the formula of income elasticity of demand is delta QD by Y into Y by Q. Okay, we are basically studying here the changes in demand in relation to changes in income of a person. Now, next is the third, and that is cross elasticity of demand. Okay. Coming to the third type of elasticity of demand, and that is cross elasticity of demand. Cross elasticity of demand basically shows us the responsiveness of change in demand for a particular commodity, say good X, okay, in relation to the change in the price of another good Y. That means here in cross elasticity we are going to study about two goods, okay. It's not just about one good. There's a maybe, you know, you could take an example of a substitute good like tea and coffee, okay. So if there's a change in price of tea, what is the impact of change in demand for coffee? That is basically what we are going to study in cross elasticity of demand, and that is why the term is cross because here we are studying about two goods, okay, two related goods. It could be complementary goods, it could be substitute goods, but cross elasticity basically captures or about the changes in demand of one commodity in relation to the change in price of another commodity, and both these commodities are related to one another. Like here we are studying about X and Y. This is just for an example that I've given, X and Y. So X commodities demand changes because there is a change in the price of the Y commodity. Okay, so they are related goods basically. So in cross elasticity of demand, we denote it, the symbolic representation is CE. Okay, what is CE? CE is cross elasticity of demand. It is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded, QDX, that is quantity demanded for X commodity, by the percentage change in price of Y commodity. Okay, so how can we write this formula? We can expand this formula by writing it as delta QX by QX divided by delta PY by PY. Okay, so what is delta QX? Delta QX is basically change in quantity demanded for good X. Okay, and what is QX? It is original quantity demanded for good X. Okay, what is delta PY? Delta PY is basically change in price of commodity Y. And what is PY? It is original price of Y commodity. That is called as, so how can we write it? Delta QX by QX, and we take this up, PY by delta PY. So we write the formula as delta QX by delta PY into PY by PY by QX. So this is basically our formula for cross elasticity of demand. Okay, I'm writing the terms here. So the first term is, the terms will be written here. There's no space. So I'm writing it here. So delta QX, that is nothing but change in quantity demanded. QD is quantity demanded. Quantity demanded for X commodity. Yes, for X. I'm just writing for X. And what is P delta PY? That is change in price of Y commodity. Yes, change in price of Y commodity. What is PY? PY is original price of Y. Yes, original price of Y commodity. COM is nothing but commodity. Okay, I'll write it. Commodity. Okay. And the last one, and that is QX. What is QX? QX is quantity, original quantity demanded for X commodity. Okay, original quantity demanded for X commodity. Okay, so these are the connotations of the terms that is given here. So the formula of cross elasticity of demand is delta QX by delta PY into PY by QX. Okay, very, very important. All the formulas, all the three formulas of price elasticity, income elasticity and cross elasticity are important from the point of view of exam. So in the next class, we will be doing about the degrees of price elasticity of demand. There are 5 degrees of price elasticity of demand. So that I'll be doing in tomorrow's class. Thank you so much, students. If you have liked my content, please do like, share and subscribe to my channel for the Thank you so much.